Students from Whitman, DeMatha, and Stonebridge meet today on It's Academic. Hello, everybody. I'm Hillary Howard. This is the opening round. You know how it works. Each team begins with 100 points, 10 up for a right answer, 10 down for a wrong answer. Contestants in the studio do not see what you do on the screens at home. Let's begin. Nighty-night. Though it's broad daylight right now, let's all think about nighttime and see if you can identify the following, all connected in some way to night. This colonial patriot made a midnight ride. Whitman.
Revere.
Yeah. The book Night was written by Whitman.
Elie Wiesel.
Correct. You meet the queen of the night in this Mozart opera. The answer is The Magic Flute. Once upon a midnight dreary is the opening line of this poem by Poe. Whitman.
Raven.
Quoth the Raven nevermore. Yes. The Night Watch was painted by this 17th century Dutch artist. Stonebridge.
Fleming?
Nope, it was Rembrandt. Horatio says, "Good night, sweet prince," in this Shakespeare drama. Hamlet. Ah, sorry I beat you to it. This U.S. president appointed by the midnight judges. Stonebridge.
John Adams?
Yes, you're right. This NBC program has often featured Alec Baldwin as the president. Whitman.
Saturday Night Live.
Yes, it is, and that's the end of the round.
It's Academic with Hillary Howard. Now in its 57th season.
Keep them.
And for 50 years, proudly sponsored by Giant.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to It's Academic. We are so glad you're here with us today. And it's been sponsored, this program, for more than 50 years by Giant Food. Thank you, Giant. Okay, let's meet the teams. We begin with Whitman High School from Bethesda, Maryland. Hello, Nate.
Hi, I'm Nate Olson. I'm a 15-year-old sophomore, and I'd like to thank our coach, Ms. Fuss, as well as our administration, in particular, Mr. Kuhlenkampf, for coming out to support us today.
Very good. Braden.
I'm Braden Longstreth. I'm a 17-year-old senior, and I would like to thank Gordon Reed and all the people at Giant Food for making this program possible.
Beautiful. Thank you, Braden. Toby.
Hi, I'm Toby Goldberg. I'm a 14-year-old freshman, and I'd like to thank our friends and family for coming out to support us, as well as our two alternates, Braden and Josh.
All right, here we go. With one word from each column, you can get the title of what Thomas Paine work that helped lead to the Declaration of Independence.
Common Sense.
Yes. In Nice Pill. Rearrange these letters and you'll name a very nice kind of pill. What early antibiotic discovered by Alexander Fleming?
Penicillin.
Yeah. The thinking center of the blank. You can complete Oliver Wendell Holmes's description of Boston by adding what type of large landmass, such as Asia or Europe?
Continent.
Correct. Aswan High Dam, Grand Coulee Dam, El Cajon Dam. You would have to go to Egypt to see which one of these dams.
Aswan Dam.
Yeah. A jewel state, small but precious. These words were used by one novelist to describe what New England state whose capital is Montpelier.
Vermont.
Vermont it is. Whitman, 240 points. From Hyattsville, Maryland, DeMatha High School. First, we get to greet Brandon.
Hi, I'm Brandon Lewis. I'm a 17-year-old junior, and I'd like to thank our assistant principal, Mr. Clark, and our coach, Mr. Latanzi.
All righty, thank you. Alex.
Hi, I'm Alex Krukar. I'm a 17-year-old junior, and I'd like to thank everybody who came out to support us today, and Mr. Joe Carroll.
All right, and Job.
I'm Job Sarwal. I'm a 16-year-old junior, and I'd like to thank our school community.
Okay, here we go, guys. Take one word from each column, and you can name what organ of the body where most of your food is digested.
Small intestine.
Yeah, it's punk. This unflattering statement is an anagram for what first artificial satellite launched by the Soviet Union in 1957?
Sputnik.
Correct. Blank bands are fine in their I'll do that again. Blank bands are fine in their place, outdoors, and several miles away. To complete this quotation from a classical musician, add what word that identifies an alloy of copper and zinc?
Steel bands.
No, brass bands is what we're looking for. St. Augustine, Tallahassee, Jacksonville. Which of these 3 Florida cities is the oldest in Florida and the oldest port city in the country?
St. Augustine.
Yes. God heals, but the doctor takes the fee. This is the way healthcare worked in colonial times, according to what Philadelphia statesman who printed Poor Richard's Almanac?
Ben Franklin.
Ben Franklin it was. DeMatha with 180 points. From Ashburn, Virginia, Stonebridge High School. Tanae, how are you?
Good. I'm a senior, and I'd like to thank our alternate Joseph Ding for coming out to support us.
All right, Anjana.
I'm a junior, and I'd like to thank and wish a happy birthday to our coach, Mr. Willis.
Oh, happy birthday, Mr. Willis. And Amina.
I'm Amina. I'm a 16-year-old senior, and I would like to thank our friends and family who came out to support us.
Very good. Here we go. With one word from each column, you can name what natural wonder that's a major tourist attraction in Arizona.
Petrified forest?
Yep, that's it. Uncrate. Uncrate this anagram, and you can name what type of mythical creature that was half man, half horse.
Centaur?
Yeah. Air burned my blank like a red-hot iron. To complete this line from author Albert Camus, place in the blank space what pulmonary organs of the body?
Lungs?
Yes. Niger, Mekong, Marne. On vacation in Africa, you might take a boat ride on which of these rivers?
Niger?
Yeah. The public must and will be served. These words were written by what English Quaker who colonized the middle Atlantic state that bears his name?
Oh, William Penn?
William Penn it is. Stonebridge, 200 points. That's the end of the round. We'll be right back.
Pro tip. Giant has great prices on produce. So, when it's your turn to do the shopping and you need to get raspberries for John, strawberries for Amy, bananas for Mom. Wait, what's a jicama? And at these prices, I can make it all happen.
Take a fresh look at Giant's produce prices. Prepare for flu season with Giant. Get your no-cost flu shot while you shop, administered by our specially trained pharmacists. It's just another way we help you to get it all done.
When I was a young reporter, I thought, well, being a reporter, you have no emotion, and that's not entirely correct.
10 years of my life gone.
Because I'm no different than the viewer.
There's more good people than bad people, you know, right?
I'm there. I'm feeling it, too.
The more you see.
Look at that.
How good is that?
The more you do.
I truly am inspired.
The more you know. Weekends on NBC.
Due to coverage of Barclays Premier League, the More You Know lineup can be seen at the following times.
Today's contestants will receive tickets to Shakespeare Theater's production of Twelfth Night, one of the greatest romantic comedies ever written, starting November 14th. Tickets and information at shakespearetheater.org. And while you're there, check out our Facebook page and like us. All right, time for the Picture Perfect round. Let's recap the scores before we jump in. Whitman, 240. DeMatha, 180. Stonebridge, 200. These questions are worth 20 points, up or down. Here we go. This hairnet and pincushion once belonged to what tragic Scottish queen executed in 15 Whitman?
Mary?
Yes. Like all giraffes, this one has in its neck what same number of vertebrae as we humans have in ours? DeMatha?
7.
7 is right. Long before there were law books, a code of laws was inscribed on a stone. Whitman?
Hammurabi?
Yeah, that's right. If the slope of a line is -1/3, what is the slope of a line that's perpendicular? Stonebridge?
3.
Yeah, 3's right. This is what man who was captain of the Bonhomme Richard and the chief naval hero of the American Revolution? Whitman?
Jones.
Jones?
Yeah, John Paul Jones. Woman by a Window is one of the 35 paintings definitely attributed to what V initialed Whitman.
Vermeer?
Yes, it is. Peroxide, ozone, liquid oxygen. If 3 atoms of oxygen are combined, Whitman?
Ozone.
Ozone is it. Carrots, which are quite nutritious, are related to what poisonous plant? That's Socrates, Stonebridge.
Nightshade.
No, hemlock is what we were looking for. Good job, though. That's the end of the round. Be right back.
Sunday after News 4 at 11. Redskins Final. The News 4 sports team is your all-access pass to the Burgundy and Gold. Get your head in the game with Redskins Final, only on NBC4, your official Redskins television station.
Pro tip for fruit lovers, Giant has unbelievable produce prices. So you'll never have to choose between your favorites.
I thought I was your favorite.
That's right, honey. Bye.
Take a fresh look at Giant's produce prices. Earn money for local schools with every purchase when you register your loyalty card or phone number with A+ School Rewards. Start earning today and visit our website for details.
Imagine scenes like this 14,000 times over. That's what the Salvation Army's Angel Tree does every year for kids in our area.
Sponsor a child in need this season. Get more information at salvationarmynca.org.
Hello, everybody. Let's meet the folks that get these students ready for competition. We begin with Whitman High School from Bethesda. Braden, who's with you today?
To my right is our administrator, Mr. Kuhlenkamp, and to my left is our coach, Ms. Fuss.
Good to see you. From Hyattsville's DeMatha High School, Alex, who's with you?
To my right, we have Mr. Latanzi, our coach, and to my left, we have our assistant principal, Mr. Clark.
Good to see you guys. And from Ashburn's Stonebridge High School, Anjana, who's standing behind you?
Behind me is Mr. Willis, our coach.
And it's his birthday?
Yes, it is.
Happy birthday. Okay, so now it's time for the packet round of this competition. We have these 3 lovely packets. Whitman gets to answer questions from one of them. First, DeMatha gets to choose which packet it will be.
Packet number 2.
Packet number 2, he says decisively. There are 8 questions in here. If you get all of the questions right, bells, whistles, 25 points. Are you ready? Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Although Texas is a huge state, it could easily fit within 317,000 square miles of what largest Canadian bay?
Hudson?
Yep, it's the Hudson Bay. The recent book, Fractured Continent, deals with the crises facing what continent separated from Africa by the Mediterranean Sea?
Europe?
Yeah. As an 11th century tax protest, what English lady rode naked through the streets of Coventry?
Godiva?
Correct. Some people may question whether or not she really was a lady if she rode naked on a horse. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Here's your science question. Which of these compounds is often found in commercial products because of its ability to remove moisture from damp places like basements?
Ferric oxide?
No, it's calcium chloride. In the past 5 years, Russia has erected 10 statues to what brutal World War II dictator?
Stalin?
Yes. Author Karel Čapek's drama R.U.R. introduced to the English language what Czech word meaning mechanical man?
Cyborg?
Nope, robot. Here's your math question. Evaluate this expression, giving your answer as a positive integer.
It's 1.
1 it is. If a tea taster wanted to taste tea in a major tea-producing country, he might visit what Indian Ocean island nation whose commercial capital is Colombo?
Sri Lanka?
Yes, it is Sri Lanka. Nice job, Whitman. 460 points. All right, DeMatha's up. Stonebridge, packet 1 or 3?
1.
1. Here we go. Although Edgar Wallace wrote over 100 adventure stories, He's remembered mainly for his movie scenario about what giant ape that climbed the Empire State Building.
King Kong.
Yeah. British General Howe won a promotion when his troops captured what Boston Hill that names an early Revolutionary War battle?
Bunker Hill.
It is Bunker Hill. Leonardo da Vinci would be all smiles if he could witness the popularity of La Gioconda, his smiling painting better known by what other name?
Mona Lisa.
Mona Lisa is right. Here's your science question. Which of these terms identifies the simplest amino acid and is one of the main components of proteins?
Glycine.
Yes. The Indian chief Pontiac belonged to what same tribe whose name identifies the capital city of Canada?
Ottawa.
Yep. In 1937, many eyes turned to what African-American woman when she published her novel, Their Eyes Were Watching God?
Zora Neale Hurston.
Yes, here's your math question. In the expansion of this expression, what is the last term?
Y to the sixth.
Yes. Americans have been paying income tax ever since what number constitutional amendment was ratified in 1913?
The 15th Amendment.
Oh, you were so close. 16th Amendment. DeMatha, nice job. 340 points. Pat, you want to play music? It's always good. We can dance. Stonebridge, you're up with packet number 3. Here we go. General Cornwallis blundered when he camped at Yorktown because the town was situated on what kind of landmass surrounded on 3 sides by water?
Peninsula?
Yes. President Herbert Hoover, an amateur archaeologist, named a pet dog for what ancient Egyptian king whose tomb was discovered in 1922?
Tutankhamun?
Yes. This year marks the 60th anniversary of the desegregation of Central High School in what capital city of Arkansas?
Little Rock?
Yeah. Here's your science question. Which of these is an unstable subatomic particle whose mass is 207 times greater than that of an electron?
Muon?
Yes. The Greeks did not have an alphabet until 1000 BC, when they copied one from what nation of seafarers who settled Carthage?
Phoenicians?
Yes, it was the Phoenicians. What same adjective do you find in the almost identical book titles by English author H.G. Wells and African-American author Ralph Ellison? The answer is?
Corinth?
Nope, Invisible. Invisible Man and The Invisible Man. Here's your math question. Which of these pairs of numbers is relatively prime?
17 and 51?
No, it's 2 and 35. The year 2000 marked the 100th anniversary of what rebellion led by the Society of Righteous Harmonious Fists to expel foreigners from China?
Boxer Rebellion?
Yes, it was. Stonebridge, nice. 320 points. We'll have the grab bag round next.
He gets a lot of compliments. He wears his army hat, walks around with his army shirt looking all nice. And then people just say, "Thank you for serving our country." And I'm like, that's my dad.
No one deserves a warmer welcome home. That's why we've hired more than 13,000 members of the military community since 2010.
I'm very proud of him.
Comcast.
Look at this Euro cottage-style bedroom.
Get everything you see here for $3,617?
Wait, what?
We must be in the wrong commercial, Bob.
This is more like it.
Same look as the other guy, but less than half their price.
Dresser with mirror, queen bed with storage, chest with secret lift-top compartment, even a nightstand. Everything you see here for an untouchable $15.99.
$15.99 complete. It's good to be back in the right commercial.
It sure is.
Now, everyone at home should get ready for another year of Giant's A-Plus School Rewards program. You can earn points and help local schools every time you use your Giant card. Thanks to you, Giant has been able to award over $96 million to thousands of schools since 1989 and has already committed $2 million to this year's program. Signing up for your Giant card is easy. Simply go to giantfood.com or stop by the Customer Solutions Center at any Giant store. Experience the magic of A-Plus School Rewards each time you shop and help your local schools. All right, it's time for the grab bag round, but first let's recap the scores. Whitman 460, DeMatha 340, Stonebridge 320. Questions are worth 20 points up or down, 30 points for the visual questions. Here we go. Woolly is the title of a recent book about the attempts to bring what long extinct animals? Whitman.
Mammoth?
Yes. The name of what Austrian physicist identifies the ratio between the speed of a moving object and the speed of sound? Stonebridge.
Einstein.
No, Ernst Mach. You won't need a passport to attend the 2028 Summer Olympics, as they'll be held in what American city? Whitman.
Los Angeles?
Yeah, on your screens for 30 points. This 17th century map showing California as an island appeared in what year when the Great Fire swept through London? Whitman.
1666?
Yes, that's it. What is the largest prime factor of 16? Whitman.
2.
Answer?
2.
Yep, it's 2. Author James Joyce first broke into print at an age of 18 with an article about what Norwegian dramatist whose plays included A Doll's House? The answer is Ibsen. After the Spanish Civil War, Pablo Picasso refused to exhibit his paintings in Spain because he opposed the rule of what Spanish? Whitman.
Franco?
Yeah, on your screens for 30 points. Life is too short to hang out with people who aren't resourceful. These are the words of what resourceful man who owns the Washington Post? Whitman.
Bezos?
It is. What man did not profit at all when gold was discovered at his California mill? Whitman.
Sutter?
Yes. Choice. Which of the following carbon-carbon bonds has the highest energy? Simple, covalent, or triple? Stonebridge.
Covalent?
Nope, it's triple. A construction crew in Colorado recently unearthed the skeleton of what type of dinosaur whose name means three-horned face? DeMatha.
Triceratops.
Yeah, on your screens for 30 points. This painting is of what 480 BC battle where the Greeks defeated the Persians? Whitman.
Thermopylae?
No, it's Salamis. Naperville, Illinois was the home of Captain Joseph Naper, a commander in what 1832 Indian War in which Abraham Lincoln fought? The answer is Black Hawk War. According to legend, the tyrant Dionysus ordered that a sword be suspended by a thread over the head of what courtier? DeMatha.
Defer.
Damocles.
Damocles is right. The word Anschluss is used to describe the union. Whitman.
Austria?
Yeah. If a coin is flipped twice, what is the chance of getting tails? Stonebridge.
1/2.
No, but getting tails both times, it was 1/4. What same name is shared by the mountain on which Moses received the 10?
Sinai.
Yes, it is. The Medal of Honor was just one of the decorations awarded to what American general who directed the occupation of Japan after World War? Whitman.
MacArthur?
Yep. A colonial empire in Asia was founded by a Portuguese leader whose name now identifies what largest New Mexico city? Stonebridge.
Phoenix?
No, it's Albuquerque. That's okay. That's the end of the game.
Belfort Furniture's Black Friday event is on. Hurry in for great deals you won't find anywhere else. Like these accent chairs from just $349. Get a free nightstand with select 4-piece solid wood bedroom sets. Shop early for great gift ideas like comfy recliners, accent chests, and 15% off all blue tags. The latest looks. Unbeatable Black Friday deals you'll love now at Belfort, Washington's largest furniture and mattress store.
Every time I smiled, I had to cover my mouth because I was so ashamed. When the denture slipped, I would have to excuse myself and go to the restroom virtually in tears. It kept me from being able to speak properly. I could not eat corn, apples, baby back ribs. I did not want dentures to be part of my life. I pretty much decided Clear Choice was the route I was going to take.
Let's do a head-to-head comparison of dental implants versus dentures. With dentures, the ability to taste food, to bite and chew is altered. The worst thing about dentures, bone loss. When you put an implant inside the bone, which is like the root of a tooth, now you preserve the bone. It's a game changer. With implants, you walk into a restaurant, you order anything you want. You eat just like you have real teeth.
Before you knew it, here I was with my brand new teeth.
Schedule your free consultation today. We'll even talk about financing options.
I can smile, my confidence is back.
Call Clear Choice today.
Sunday night, it's time to find out who the real contenders are. Packers, Steelers. Sunday night is football night. Only on NBC, home of Super Bowl 52.
Monday, ring in the holidays with America's vocal sensation, Pentatonics. Featuring Jennifer Hudson, Jay Leno, Brett Eldridge, Kermit the Frog, and AGT winner Darcy Lynn Farmer. A very Pentatonics Christmas, Monday on NBC.
The scores are now official. We begin with Stonebridge High School from Ashburn, Virginia. Amina, Anjana, and Tanae, 240 points. From DeMatha in Hyattsville, Job, Alex, and Brandon, 400 points. And coming back for the playoffs, Toby, Braden, and Nate with 630 points. That's Whitman High School from Bethesda. Nice job. All right, next week it's Thomas Jefferson, Paul VI, and Watkins Mill. Look forward to seeing you then. Until then, I'm Hillary Howard. See ya. Everybody else, come on down.